The time is now 10:01 p.m. Do you know what your lucky numbers are? Hi, I'm Gary, and welcome to Fladge Rants Live. Tonight, the topic is numbers. I like numbers so much, I masturbate to Sudoku. Now, one time I remember I used a fake topic title so that I could lure you in and talk about math. Now I'm doing numbers, perfect opportunity to talk about math, and that's not what we're doing. Although mathematics undergirds everything in nature, I kind of want to point out how that is not true and debunk this nonsense. So, well, some of it anyway. Like, I think one of my main points was the Nautilus shell grows at the exact rate of the golden ratio. That is not true. But that's also not what I'm talking about today. Now, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. What did I skip? Numbers. And I'm not talking about numbers from the Bible, but I would like to talk about numbers from the Bible. 40 was an important number in the Bible. 3, very important, the Trinity. 4, completion. 12, perfection. 13, unlucky. 7, lucky. And that wraps that up. Because here's the thing. Have you heard this? You can play this at home. Keep your answers to yourself, and we'll share later. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected president. In 1960, John F. Kennedy was elected president. Both were assassinated on a Friday. Lincoln was assassinated in Ford's Theater. Kennedy in a Ford car. Southerners that happen to be Democrats named Johnson took their places, or their vice presidents, or took over the role as president in both cases. Andrew Johnson was born in 1808. Lyndon B. Johnson was born in 1908. Lincoln's secretary was John. Kennedy's personal secretary was Lincoln. John Wilkes Booth, born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald, born in 1939. Booth shot Lincoln in a theater and fled to a warehouse. Oswald shot Kennedy from a warehouse and fled to a theater. Unusual coincidences. Incredible, in fact. Bull crap. Here's how you produce a list like that. Those may or may not be made up facts, but that's step 1. Make up some stuff. Step 2, find everything that looks like a coincidence and include it. Weed out anything that doesn't fit the narrative and just don't include it. And then you'll set up a really nice story like I just pitched, and it's not that big of a coincidence. Everybody's elections take place every 4 years. So, yes, they were 100 years apart. That's when the elections were held. Some of them sound coincidental, but like I said, it's just a matter of weeding through the facts and choosing the ones that fit the crazy narrative you're trying to spell out. Nothing more. I fall victim to confirmation bias when it comes to numbers myself. I've bought hook, line, and sinker, the whole Giza Plateau thing, all the numbers associated with the dimensions of the Great Pyramid of Giza and how they relate to the universal constants, everything from the mass of the Earth to the speed of light. And yeah, sure. There's a lot of numbers when you're dealing with a giant building. So once again, all you have to do is add up the ones that you like and subtract the ones you don't. It really is that simple. Don't fall for it. I did. I do. We do. We're big, stupid monkey people. And it's time to grow up. It really is. Now, there's a couple things that go along with numbers, and that those would be numerals, which I almost named tonight's podcast. I was going to go with numerals because we just did another alphabet, and I thought, we use Arabic numerals. Not sure if you're aware of this. That's another one you can check off. That you did or did not know, but that's true. That's what we use. But before our base 10 numbers, we had base 12 numbers. This is kind of fascinating. Here's why. You've got 12 knuckles on your 4 fingers. So you can move your thumb 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once you've got that counted up, you've got a 12. So you put your finger there, and that's a 12. And start over. 1, 2, 3. And so now you got 12 plus 3. And you don't have to memorize anything because your fingers are right where they need to be. So that's how base 12 counting started. And guess what? It's not arbitrary that there are 12 constellations, 12 months in the year, 12, the sky's divided up into 12 segments. It's because of our first method of counting. There's nothing crazy about it. It's not nature telling us something. It is simply what we devised to count things with. So then I got into numerology, which is just as whacked out woo as astrology. Now, don't confuse this with the astronomy. Astronomy is a real science. Astrology means whenever you were born determines how your life's going to pan out. Well, I think where you were born has a lot more to do with it. But in numerology, you are to take the month you were born. For me, it was October, so that's a 10. It was on the 12th, so that's a 12. So we got 22. Oh, that's not. Is that how you do it? I might have this wrong. So regardless, let's keep going. 1973. So you add up all the digits. Oh, I did it wrong. I did because I added up 1973, which is 20, plus 10 plus 12, which would give me 32. And that would give me so then you add the digits together. So this is numerology. Bear with me here. I think that would make me a 5, but I think I did it wrong. So let's do 1 plus 1, 2, plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 9 is 14, plus 7 is 21, plus 3, where was I? 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. That's what I am. In numerology, my life path is a 6. And so I read the characteristics, and sure, it fits me. It fits anybody, just like your horoscope. So then I looked up an even bigger woo called angel numbers. So let's look at what these numbers mean. 0, new opportunities. 1, new beginnings. Wait, didn't we already have new opportunities? And intuition. Intuition, huh? All right. Moving right along. Number 2, balance, trust, and alignment. Okay, good. Number 3, magnetic creativity. What? Did I just say magnetic creativity? That is word salad. Number 4, stabilization. In the Bible, it's completeness. 4 is completeness. 5, major changes could be coming. This is sounding like a fortune cookie. And then you flip the fortune over and you get your lucky numbers. So play those in the lottery because the odds are not in your favor. regardless of how lucky you are. In fact, there's some lucky things associated with seeing a praying mantis. I guess lucky does technically mean good or bad luck, right? But I usually use the word lucky to mean good luck. But no, seeing a praying mantis either means good luck or bad luck, depending on what happens. Anyhow, number 6 of these angel numbers. Number 6 is supportive, compassionate, and empathetic. All right, I like it. Number 7, lucky. Yeah, we've already gone over that. 8, here's a good one. A connection to the spiritual universe. Deep sigh. Number 9, a chapter may be coming to an end. I give up. Roll the clip, Brady. I miss Brady. Brady's here. Look at that. You got magic numbers for me? Oh, spiritual meaning of 77. Angel number. 77 is the angel number?
Every number is an angel number.
Oh, okay. Every number is an angel number. 666 is the number of the beast, but in Hebrew it's WWW, as in World Wide Web. But there's a 666 in my social security number. Not kidding. I don't care, though, because they're just numbers.
Which 3? The first 3 or the middle 3, or are they not even in order? The 6s.
Which question would you like me to answer?
Are the 6s
I'll just go with no.
Are the 6s in a row?
Yeah, they are. They're together. What? They're all together.
Are they?
There's a 666 in my. No, they're not in the middle.
Do they start it? I know that's not.
No,
they can't start it. They're not.
They do not. Either. They are at the end.
What other numbers are in it?
Several of the other numbers. Some of the other numbers.
Some of the other numbers. That's addition.
Right. Yeah. And I said we're not even talking about math today.
But you said some of the other numbers.
Yes. So, it's the sum of the other numbers. I see where I went wrong there. I used a homonym. Hey Brady, are you feeling better? I hope you're feeling better, because now I've got to apologize. I had no idea how much you do for this show. I just thought it magically happened, and all the drops hit like with perfect timing, just out of the blue, like on their own.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
And then last week, Drew and I sat here and stared at each other in awkward silence for an hour and a half and realized we don't have a clue what we're doing without you.
No. Well, I mean, sure.
So we have to immediately start with the elephant in the room. Literally, the GOP elephant in the room.
Oh.
Since we haven't had a show since the election.
Right, we really haven't.
So to be clear, for the record, I still am undecided. I voted none of the above. I did not vote for Trump. I did not vote for Harris. I understand I wasted my vote. Fuck off. But we have to acknowledge what happened, right?
What did happen?
As far as numbers, I believe that he got the Electoral College, which is 270. He got the popular vote.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to go more into numbers of votes a little bit later. I don't want to go too far, but we just got to get this out of the way because this is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that are celebrating.
There are a lot of people who are celebrating.
You voted for him. You should be celebrating. Uh-oh. What just happened?
We got blocked, banned, and blocked, and banned, and 8-balled.
That's
Or
just weird
blackballed.
timing. You know what? I'm thinking that Kid Rock may have done it because of his pose. He's got a little of a Jesus thing going on there.
He does a bit of a Jesus thing.
So my wife said she may call in today. I'm a little excited about that.
No kidding. That'd be great.
She said she has one question.
Oh, okay.
And I actually heard a bit of the monologue. And it's perfect. She said she's going to call in and say, why isn't the show about numbers? Why is it about Christianity?
Because Numbers is a book in the Bible.
I know. You went right to it. I mean, you hit it I think 7 minutes in this show.
Yeah.
I think she may watch the show. So it's still not playing. I was hoping. As you can see,
There's no friggin' way she watches the show.
Yeah, she does.
My wife has watched a total of 4 minutes. She's been on more of the show than she's watched. I watched last week's
she's
show.
A closet watcher then.
Oh, okay. Well, I watched last week's show, and it's almost unbearable. Like, it's really cringeworthy when I can't figure out what I'm doing at the beginning. And then I roll through my monologue, and then I realize I've got no support. So I roll through, like, the stuff I was going to sprinkle in throughout the middle of the show. And then I did my closing bit. And then about 4 minutes later, I'm still talking. And I give one last ditch, roll the clip, Brady, and nothing happens. And that's when things got really awkward.
That got me out of bed, believe it or not. I said,
Yeah.
all right, I can do this. I can do this. And
You could not do this.
Good thing I have a huge bucket right there.
Oh, no
Straight
kidding.
bucket. And then I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm a little bit gray. I'm a little bit off. My back is tweaked, but I'm not going to complain about that because everybody has problems. But I do apologize for not being there.
No, I was floundering, and that's on me. I've always claimed I can do this myself. I can do it myself. And
I
guess
was with
what?
the show the whole time. Ooh. I was with the show. I mean, I was.
It's the first show you've actually watched.
Did you even?
You're a number one fan.
Well, about an hour and a half, I was completely out too. I mean, it finally, thank God. But
yeah,
I did make an appearance on the show though. If you did notice that, so I didn't miss the show.
Yeah, you were sideways.
Yeah. I made it up to the chair too once though. My eyes, I saw it. That's the part I looked at. I was like, wow.
Right. Yeah, I saw you made it to the chair.
But then I made it right back to the chair. I was like, fuck this. You guys will be fine.
Jordan, yeah, and we were, we ended up handling it, but I kind of missed the spot on sound drops and that kind of stuff. I didn't realize that those buttons don't magically hit themselves.
Fuck you. Wow. Fuck you.
Thanks, Drawer. I know that Drawer's doing that particular sound drop.
So comment on what you thought about the last show, or call in if you had issues. We take all of your complaints and comments seriously.
Yeah, I strolled through all of my material in 24 minutes, and then we stayed on for another 2 hours. I don't even know what we talked about. I forget now.
Hold on. Why is that different than any other show?
Because usually I hold something in my back pocket. For instance, today, oh no, I extinguished everything. Never mind. You're right. Same thing. As a matter of fact, I'm 5 minutes early. Hey, there's Drawer. Where in the drawer is Drawer go?
We don't want to rip off.
Oh, you're too quiet. You're way too quiet.
Yeah, you're too quiet. You're way too quiet. Yeah.
Can't hear you.
Whisper.
I want to hear you.
I do too, because man, he saved my ass last week.
He may have been talking already, and we didn't even know it. I'm gonna try and go back to this.
Okay.
Oh, it's still fucked up.
Is it numerology? It's good for a laugh.
So whatever you're doing is making a lot of staticky
Those angel
noises,
numbers
so there may
made
be
me
a connection
crack
issue
up.
with that device. All right, I'm gonna try this again. Although I'm gonna start.
Yeah, that's not working at all. Oh, here we go. You make him sound like a good drummer.
That's pretty good drum. The ghost notes and the snare drum. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, because it's you and him.
we make this video after the election? It's not that new, is it?
It was too close. No way.
Wait, it looks tiny on that drum set. Wait, why fuck TMZ?
Because the paparazzi suck.
Somebody should talk to Kid Rock about his right and his left. Maybe he's doing his right and his left, which you should not do. You're presenting a video. The left should be on the left side.
Right. He's pointing it to his right. Wait a minute. No. His right nut is on his right side. He's doing it right.
Oh,
You're doing
I'm
it wrong.
sorry. I didn't realize he was talking about it.
I can't count my balls and get the same number twice.
At my age, though, when I wake up in the morning, occasionally my left nut will be on the right side.
Oh, yeah. Or top and bottom. Did you like my opening joke? I masturbate to Sudoku. That's all I had, really. That was my only joke.
Those are numbers, right?
That was my number joke.
I like it. Now is the time for unity and peace, right? What do you call a number that won't stand still?
I don't know.
A Roman numeral. Hey, did you know that 10 plus 10 is the same as 11 plus 11?
No.
Yeah, because 10 plus 10 is 20. And
Oh, I get it. I see where you're going. The homonym.
you're the host. You're the host. I often let you finish the punchline. Did you want to finish the punchline?
Oh, and 11 plus 11 is 22.
22. Get it? 22.
Also, alternate definition. I'll drink to that. Hey, guess what I'm drinking today? Is it Maple Bourbon Cream by Hard Truth? Yes, it is.
Is that Trump liquor?
No. This is what's her face? Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. I think.
What's it called?
Hard Truth.
Hard Truth.
So I went hard on the creation myth.
So I found Hard Truths, some trailer on Netflix. That's not it. Hard Truth distilled. There it is.
Yeah,
So are we 21? I am.
I hope so.
Everybody else watching should be 21. The show is not for kids, even though we've got a lot of cartoons. Did you guys play the
we
cartoon last week? Did we do What Do You Say?
What do you say? Yeah, we did.
You did the cartoon?
Yeah, we did it, but we didn't do it any justice.
Oh, well, we may visit that. Did you do the NAACP gave us permission?
Yes, we did run that.
Isn't that crazy? As long as we realize that there was one paragraph very specific that said, as long as you realize the historical significance and you tell them that when you say the word, NAACP gives you permission to say the word. Of course, we can't. YouTube does not give us that kind of permission.
No. That's why I thought we got our second strike.
I haven't
But
checked.
hey, yeah.
We'll check.
Well, this isn't baseball.
So I don't see any connection to those people you mentioned, but
Oh,
if I did that, I'd put them right on the cover.
yeah, I would too. I may have the whole thing wrong. I've been known to get some stuff wrong before, like confirmation bias. I'm telling you, I am just as guilty of it as I claim everybody else is.
Maybe you should stop those claims. If you don't claim other things of other people, you won't make false claims. Just claim things about yourself.
Yeah, well, some of my claims,
point.
I
at
actually
someone. There's
ranted
three
in my
fingers
monologue
pointing
today.
right back at you.
Yeah. But no, you can count to 12 right on them.
I learned
Did you see
that.
my demonstration?
I never heard
Did
that
you learn
before.
something?
Well, why? So I have to break things down to 10. I'm a base 10 kind of brain.
Right.
But now that if somebody would have showed me that, maybe I wouldn't be.
Right.
You know, I'm pretty sure I know why I'm base 10. I'm pretty sure I know why I'm base 10.
I showed you the same hands and why that it's base 12.
I know. I would count like that. I used to count teeth, but then my teeth started falling out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I still count teeth when I play the drums. I hate to give that trick away, but
Oh,
you know,
really?
if you're keeping track of 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 and you got to do that like 18 times. I just move my tongue. My tongue is on. I count 1 2 3 4. I move my and I use my teeth as like. So when you're counting like that, though, you can use your other hand then as the 12s column or whatever, right?
12. Right. Exactly. So you can get to a gross, and that's why a gross is a gross.
That's
144 has
Well, 10,
another
12?
name, and a dozen has another name, because that's the first knuckle and the last knuckle on the 12s hand.
Did you ever make it that far in?
I can't count to 2.
I don't think you knew what I meant. You ever been fist deep or elbow deep?
Oh, that far in. No, I really didn't know what you meant. Holy crap. No,
So,
I've
like,
been elbow deep.
When your wife's like, "What are you doing?" You can be like, "I'm counting base 12."
Oh, yeah. Good call.
You got your sound back yet? Bless you, if you believe in that. Otherwise, you're so good looking. That was early. Quick Seinfeld reference.
Yeah.
You got sound? Because I'm not playing the bumper until you got... Oh, you still don't. It's so quiet.
Is there static?
Yeah, it's
No,
horrible.
there's no static. It's just you're whispering.
Yeah, there's
Can
definitely
you just
static.
scream at us? Oh, that is static.
Can you just use this today? It'll sound like you're on the phone.
No,
Yeah, but right now we can't hear you. Can't hear you. Let me try and turn you up. I think we should tell Droy covered great last week. Maybe he's sabotaging his sound on purpose. Maybe I sabotaged being sick.
What if this was going on when you weren't here and I would just be on my own right now?
So you need to have a backup plan. Do you have poetry? Do you write poetry? You could read that. You could
No.
You could go to the chat comments. Oh wait, we don't have any chat comments.
You
I don't
know
think we
what?
have any other
Here's
comments
the
this
real
week.
elephant in the room. I went to a coworker's band's show the other night, and he put up a flyer by the time clock.
You have a coworker. Oh, there's a lot of people that work at the plastics place, right? I mean,
Right.
200, 50.
No, like
So you have a
40.
neighbor that's in a band, and
Yeah,
it's not the same band.
right. And they don't even know each other. Yeah,
So you should have a band. You should have a band at your parties. You know, 2 bands,
I should.
and I'm sure one of them is desperate enough to play your
I
party.
can't get my co-host to attend my parties.
If you had a band, I would. I'm one of those people
Yeah,
that go to
well-
band parties just so I can sit on the drums for a minute. Which
Well, yeah.
bands, you know what? Even though they're always gracious, be like, yeah, sure, you can play my guitar and everything. Dude, we hate that.
Yeah,
We hate,
Oh,
hate
yeah.
that.
yeah. How wouldn't you?
Although, if the drummer's better than me, which happens a lot, I love it. I actually like it. Like, please. When I was in high school, when I was first starting out, my drums sucked. I thought my drums sucked. And the
Right.
senior drummer, who was incredible, sat down on my drums and played them like I never saw him before. He's like, your drums are fine. It's you. And those little things, help you grow and make you better, because you're like, you realize, oh, wait, my drums being a piece of shit is not an excuse, because, wow, he just played them like I've never
Right.
seen.
So yeah, that gets right at my point. I'm so glad I went. The opening act was blues and not my cup of tea, and a little slow in the tempo department. I was already dragging because it was past my bedtime.
Question.
Yes, Brady.
Does slow refer to any other department? Like, were you saying that they could be like retarded?
Yeah,
Because retarded bands
and
are
a couple
actually
of them
really
may have
good.
been.
Creative.
But there was one overlap. The bass player was the same in both bands, but he used a different bass. And I'll tell you my theory as to why. The The lead guitarist in the first band knew his way around a guitar. He could play. He played the solos perfectly. The lead guitarist in the second band was so friggin' phenomenal. His skill level, he must have been honing his craft for the last 4 or 5 decades. And his raw talent was way up there too. So he worked on it to the point where he elevated his skill level to the point of his natural talent, which was astronomical. Dude shredded. Dude was so good. His hands were a blur. It was so incredible.
We can get him 6 more fans at least. Do you have the name
Hatchet
of the band?
Men. Hatchet Men. But I looked up Hatchet Men. There is a popular band called the Hatchet Men, and
not them.
Right. It was like Axe and the Hatchet Men.
Advice to bands out there: your first step when creating a name is to
check to see if it's already
Google.
Used.
Yeah, that's usually good. And if you really like the name, you can check to see how popular that band is. But
they're big and
usually not
like
worth fighting.
Half the age of those
are they
guys.
Axe and the Hatchet Men though? That's probably why it's different.
Right. It's Axe and the Hatchet Men is the big band, and then the local band is just the Hatchet Men. And I'll tell you what they did was between bands, they swapped out. They kept the same bass player. They swapped out the other 4 members of the band, dropped keys, dropped rhythm guitar, just replaced the lead guitarist and the drummer, and improved drastically by dropping 3 guys.
Can you hear it? I don't hear it.
No, I can't. I can hear it like I can hear a drawer.
This is the world premiere of Hatchet Men. All I know is they're in the 586 area code. I don't know exactly where they're from. I assume Armada.
That is on, yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully it's building to something. Is this the soul? I mean, is this the is this the first band or the second band?
Second band.
This is
the good one. Yeah, they played this song. You should see this song live.
Well, you should have them at your party and whoa, did they just?
Yeah. I can't get them. I'm telling you, that guitar player is so good. That bass player
this would have been great 2 weeks ago. Did you see that?
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, that's scary.
What the heck was that? Is that one of the band members?
No, that's the guy from.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, Homeless can play some pretty good music.
That's the missing link from those insurance commercials.
Looks like me last week.
It's so easy a caveman could do it.
Oh, right.
Geico.
Okay, I don't like that it mutes. One thing I noticed right away is for like a bluesy, slow kind of rock beat, they're tuned down. The E string is tuned way down. Okay, every time I pause it, it's going to mute. How that story. Well, they're coming in with the buddies. Why not brothers? Hold on. From anyone else, I would appreciate a buddies comment, but does that mean we're not family anymore, brother?
Buddies. No.
That means something? More inside jokes? No, you got to explain it.
No, he calls everybody buddy or brother.
Oh, okay. But are they the same? Both?
They are interchangeable.
I'm not. So I haven't been demoted to buddy.
No, and we missed all of his comments last week. I didn't notice till the show was completely over.
Well, I don't think we can go through them. They're gone.
Oh, yeah, they're gone.
They're on Rumble.
Are they? Okay. Good.
Of course,
he was on. He was watching.
Everybody should be watching on Rumble.
Well, I am. I was the first thumb up. I thumbed up myself.
Thumb up to which knuckle?
No, you don't use the thumb knuckles.
Do you know how to tell which month have 31 days. Speaking of knuckles and numbers, I can share my little fun thing I taught my kids.
Oh, the ones that end in Y.
If you do this, of course, now here's a problem, though. When you do this, you don't have a finger to count on, so I'm not sure how I do that part, but if you go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, what comes after July?
August.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Each one with the high knuckle is 31.
Oh.
Wait, is that right? January? Yeah, that's right. But I think, isn't it only just the two? Isn't just July and August are the two in a row? Otherwise, it's every other month. Anyways, I don't know why I find things fascinating, and it's related to numbers, so I thought I would
Numbers,
say,
yeah. That's what I want. That's exactly the kind of stuff I want revealed today.
1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 showed up to fight 0. The odds were against him. Luckily, 2, 4, 6, 8 showed up to even things out. I said, luckily.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
Why does that mean?
I heard the odds.
What's the name of this band again? Hatchet Men?
Hatchet Men.
Hey, the clock's going backwards.
Yeah.
Sound check? Sound check? Do we got you?
Oh.
Yeah, that's great. That sounds great. What are you on now?
Yeah.
It's just the microphone on my computer.
Fucking sounds awesome. Sounds as good as Gary.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, so where
Well,
are you?
My phone, but don't worry about it. Where am
Don't worry about it, motherfucker.
I? Yeah.
You worry about. Worry about pushing the button.
You guys are mid conversation. Don't worry about it. Figure it out.
How many
We'll get
guesses
to
do I
it.
get? West Virginia.
I want to finish this Hatchet Man plug. We're plugging the Hatchet Man.
They're fabulous live.
Was that in Armada Tree?
Like goosebumps. The Kid Night did a segment from there.
Watch, they're going to copy. So we're probably giving them more promotion than they've ever gotten, but they'll copyright strike us for it.
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk about why birds fly like that, or have we already?
It's an evolutionary thing, like schools of fish. They look like a giant creature to a predator.
But okay, I understand that they do it, but what is the functionary mechanism?
Oh, they're not going anywhere. They're doing circles.
But are they communicating? Is it telepathic? Because they're definitely random movements. They're not like going in circles. It's not some encoded.
Right. They are reacting very quickly to the bird next to them. That's how it looks like a giant body moving fluidly. They are very quick reflexes.
So they're not like the roots and trees communicating some other hypersonic way.
Well, they follow the electromagnetic fields around them. That's how they navigate. They don't exactly have a compass, but they use the electromagnetic fields to figure out north and south. And
yeah,
we screw them up by having electrical lines. Have you ever seen them do figure eights over like an electric, like I don't know, the grid or like an electric power plant or something, or just power lines in general? They will loop around over power lines because it messes with their navigation.
Do you know what? Bats always, I thought they communicated too with like the sonar type shit, but they don't. They just always leave left and enter right or some weird pattern. Like, you ever see bats when they come in and out, you know, they just always know to turn a certain way. They only turn like one way, so when they come and go, they don't crash into one another.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
Simple functional systems that make perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it's like for the same reason we drive on the right side of the road.
Why was Yoda afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9?
Because 9, 7, 8.
Oh, that's hilarious. I like that. That's cool. Dude. Yeah, sometimes I watch Hatchet Men just for the bird.
So seriously, that's very disappointing to me. Their function is just reactionary.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're sure you You're just not maybe making that up.
Oh, sometimes I just blurt out things and I make
know,
it
but
sound
usually-
like I know what I'm talking about.
Usually, though, if I ask you if you're sure, you will then be honest.
Right. Which is exactly what we just had here.
Right.
That's what happened.
Come and claim your prize. Music.
Real hope never
I'm not a fan of the hope. Hope is for the helpless.
Well, was that Alfred Hitchcock the bird?
fair play has doomed
So
all you have
This is not their best song,
each single
but it's their best one about birds. Did you count all the numbers of birds?
no. Did you?
No.
Welcome to Counting with Wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a bit. And a bit.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Of course, there's nothing happening. That was just a countdown to nothing.
All right. Well, countdown to where in the drawer is drum and drawer go.
Oh, we got sound. We're ready for that.
Yeah.
All these people want to know, where in the world is
Drawer.
Well, she sneaks around the world from Kiev to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me, where in the world is
Drawer go.
Cleveland.
What?
No. So you got the curtains closed. That's not fair. You're in a completely different. That's not a. Where do you usually stay? I know where you stay. You stay at not a Marriott. The fuck. Where do you usually stay?
Holiday Inn
What's the
Express.
chain? No.
Holiday Inn Express.
Here's Brady over the top.
No, he's got the points on the. You
Here
know,
comes the blitz. And
Oh,
here's
Hyatt
Marriott?
Regency.
is it Hyatt? No, that's too old. I don't remember which one it is, but that looks different than there. So you're somewhere wrong.
Yeah, you're in the wrong place. You should probably go to the right place, and we'll be able
You're
to guess
not.
it.
So I picked where drawer was, but this person isn't maybe drawer. So
Yeah, that's the problem.
Who picked where drawer was?
Is your beer gonna get cold, or are those the returnables?
Maybe he
Those are-
is back in Cleveland, but he's on the other side
Feel
of
their
the.
soul in South Korea, making honey cook right on the from the Red Sea to Greenland. They'll be singing the blues. Well, they never Arkansas her steel. The meat come from the jungle. Tell me,
Where in the world is
Go.
What was I right? Is it Cleveland again? You work there a lot?
No, he said
Close the
no.
segment. You closed the segment. Now we're never gonna know.
Was that the closing? I thought that was the opening.
that was
again.
the closing. Nope, that was the closing.
Oh, you are in Cleveland.
Hear the soul in South. Yeah. It's very anticlimactic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aw.
See, that was my joke.
right out of the gate.
Right in there. Yeah. Comes the blitz, and here's Brady.
Brady, right over the middle.
Here's Brady over the top.
That
Over the
joke's not
top.
Funny.
Over the middle top.
Over the
top
middle
of
top. Hey, I can go
Yeah.
Brady over whatever I want.
How does a polygamous hippo count his wives?
Oh.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
That's pretty stupid.
They've all been pretty stupid. They're number jokes. They're like
My
they're
stu-
not-
My
I
Sudoku
get
joke
it.
was funny.
Stupid. Who knew you
that's
could
way
do it
too
so
long.
much? I switched to Sudoku.
We've got a lot of clips. Are any of them for the show before I start playing them?
No, just start
Oh,
playing.
yeah, really quick.
Let's play nothing but chicken attack from now on. Yeah.
Was all caught on camera here. They were attacking a Georgia
Is
rep
this YouTube friendly?
over their order.
Oh no,
Boy,
physical
oh boy.
violence.
are just tired of seeing this stuff, right? The owner's 15-year-old daughter attempts to intervene here. You can see that, right?
Literally
She's
a
also
chicken
punched
attack?
in the face. The owner says this whole thing started because
it's an attack
customers were
over chicken.
complaining that their chicken was cold and there were not enough French fries.
One of my employees started shouting, "He's got her, he's got her." And that's when I found out that he had hit her.
What?
Who does that to a child? Who turns around and hits her like he would a grown man?
What do I fight to be myself, please? Chicken attack, chicken attack. Watch your back before it fades to black. Them I love harmless, but them come on, chicken ass. Go chicken go, go chicken go. Now gonna fly, you on the sky.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's play nothing but chicken attack from now on.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Attack.
Because 7 is a registered sex offender.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
7?
Okay, so that was
You know
pretty
what?
good.
This video is 39 minutes long that you sent. How history is
no.
fabricated? Really? Really?
Yeah.
Is there anything specific that you would?
Just the opening, and it'll give us a taste of what they're getting at, and then we can do our own research.
Population.
A taste
Less
of
than
things to come.
5,000 citizens throughout the entire vast territory. The Mexican government,
Vast or
having
vast?
finally thrown off the colonial rule by the Spanish
It's
Empire
vast.
in 1821,
Vast?
was having a hard time
No.
in this frontier area defending itself from the indigenous population. So, as a way to help bolster their numbers and defend against those folks, the Mexican government opened up immigration to the Anglos. The prospect of cheap land drew many settlers, as did the ability to flee crimes and debts owed in the United States. Their numbers swelled quickly.
This is
By the
where we got
1830s,
Remember the Alamo.
Tejanos, or Mexican Texans, numbered 7,500.
The
but
music is
Anglos
incredible.
numbered over 30,000. With an additional 5,000 enslaved African Americans the Anglos had brought with them. But they weren't sending their best. They were sending folks who
Their best,
assaulted
their
and threatened
brightest?
a judge, smuggled slaves into the United States illegally to sell,
No.
stole unmarked cattle,
Hearsay.
and were fugitives of the law. See,
No.
the Mexican government was being flooded by an invasion, if you would, these Anglos from the United States. The settlers were predominantly from the American South, and brought with them their racial prejudice.
Is he referring to us as
While
Anglos?
Mexicans were predominantly
What does he
Roman
mean, you
Catholic,
people?
These new settlers were
What did he
mostly
say?
Protestants. In 1829, Vicente Guerrero became the second president of the Mexican Republic. There is a dispute of his ethnic background, but there are reports that he was dark-skinned. Whether
but
due to
now that Trump's in
indigenous
office,
or African
we fixed
heritage, it is unclear. On September 15th, 1829, President Guerrero abolished slavery in Mexico. This act, much like the election of Lincoln in 1860 for the United States, started the rumblings of civil war throughout Mexico.
That is really bizarre.
Oh, wait, is there more?
The Mexican government. He was known to shift sides
It's-
depending upon
He's about to tell us
political
why
practicality.
we've got Alamo
His
wrong.
allegiances were more about him gaining
Okay.
power than any specific ideology. So when he took
Is he
power
Mexican?
after the revolution, slavery was still
He
abolished.
looks like he's
And
qualified.
universal male suffrage
Okay,
was
yeah, that makes
established
sense.
in Mexico, decades prior to either of those things being established in the United States. It is against these reforms the Anglos fought, over 200 of which decided to set up shop in the mission outside of San Antonio, called Mission San Antonio de Valero, which was also known for its nearby cottonwood trees,
What?
which in Spanish are called Alamo. You see,
I've
I
heard
grew
that
up in
before.
Texas. We learned this story early. 13 days of glory as a small number of brave Texas fighters valiantly repelled the vast Mexican army. A handful of men versus thousands. The line in the sand, Davy Crockett. A battle that showed the fight and resilience of Texan culture, killed to the last man when refusing to surrender. But what was it really? The numbers are all over the place.
Right?
The Mexican army numbered either
The numbers.
2,000 or 2,100.
Money laundering.
Texan troops anywhere from 185 to 260. According to battle
Talking
reports from
numbers.
the Mexican government, they lost about 60 troops, with 250 wounded. According to the Texans, they killed 600 Mexican troops. To the Mexican
600.
military, this was a minor, annoying victory with minimal losses that had little effect on the overall war. To the Texan military, this was a turning point. The war cry of "Remember the Alamo" rang out as they charged at the Battle of San Jacinto. There's a report from a man named Ben, a former slave turned cook for the Mexican army, that stated Davy Crockett was found with 16 Mexican corpses around him. However, other Mexican accounts of Crockett state he surrendered and was executed after the battle. Nearly every detail of this battle has been disputed in one way or the other.
Yep.
Yet, when we look at fantasy world building, we know for a fact that 2,000 City Watch were accompanied by 100 Lannister soldiers that fought in the Battle of Blackwater Bay against 10,000 Baratheon troops sailing on 200 ships that included 30 Lysine mercenary vessels.
They probably had chickens on those
As
ships.
Yoda
So
would
technically,
say,
Exact
so
numbers.
certain are you? I don't think fantasy world builders
It's a chicken
or
That's
the
good.
general public really understand how history works. But it shapes our culture, views, and even our political beliefs. I feel like it's something we should understand. Hello, folks. I'm Legal Kimchi. And if you like what I'm doing here, please be sure
Legal
to hit that
Kimchi.
subscribe button, like the video, and share it around. It really helps the channel. You
So
can also
that's not
support me on
racist?
Patreon at patreon.com/legalkimchi. And for the first time, you can also help yourself. by
Like, if
improving
I
your
called them
games
Legal
and
Kimchi,
checking
that
out
would be
today's
racist.
sponsor,
Yeah.
Domil's Wondrous Works. Yeah, that's right. I have a sponsor. And if you clicked on this video, it's probably something that's right up your alley. Domil's Wondrous Works digitally hand paints immersive
I didn't make it this far into the
atmospheric
video.
maps with a lot
I
of
was like,
verticality.
hey,
the dynamic
that's what
battle
that's
space,
my
the
point about history. We got the numbers all fudged.
what did the pirate say on his 80th birthday?
Ooh, I don't know. What did the pirate say?
matey.
Matey. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that one. So, do you have a song to play for this?
Is it Chicken Attack?
Yeah,
Is it?
play Chicken Attack. Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter.
Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So high.
He was higher than a kite.
Is that President Trump?
It is. Congratulations. Luckily,
That was too much.
something-
Woo! Holy
we have
crap.
someone on our side that can help out in this political climate.
There we go.
And
You
President
think Camacho will
United
run in
States hold a
2028?
special summit with the smartest man in
Oh
the
wait, I
world.
forgot.
So
We
you
have a
smart.
ticket.
Yeah.
You guys announced.
Yes. And I've always prided myself on being the smartest guy in the room.
But your head would be bigger.
I know.
God damn. You look like a peanut. Let's get you sworn in.
Now, I understand everyone's shit's emotional right now, but listen up. I got a 3-point plan to fix everything. Number one, we got this guy.
Gary.
Number two, he's got a higher IQ than any man alive. And number three, he's gonna fix everything. I give you my word as president.
Gary will handle everything, so don't worry. For those of that think the Trump thing is a bad thing, and there's plenty of people that think that, not anywhere near half the country, but there's less than half of the country that think of that.
Slightly less than half the country. It's
Yeah.
pretty close. What I want to know, my major numbers question is what happened to those 10 million, 15 million votes from 2020? And even the Democrats are saying, shit, man, maybe we did steal the 2020 election because the numbers, I have a graph, the numbers just add up.
Yeah. It's weird how that is.
I don't think it's...
Where'd they go?
Now, I'm not saying
franchise voters
that there was, I mean, I'm sure 81 million, most popular president from his basement ever. I'm sure all that is true.
He got a similar amount of votes as he did.
Somebody needs to explain this shit to me right here. The blue line is the voting for Democrat in 2012, 2016, and 2020 and 2024. They are within, I mean, hundreds of thousands.
Can you zoom in on that shit?
Yeah, but
There
it's
you go.
the
Beautiful.
bars are important. So we're just above 65 million. The point is, look how close they were from 2012, 2016, what should have been 2020 and 2024. But this anomaly, oh, my mouse pointer, I'm pointing at shit, but you can't see it. This anomaly.
Less votes in 2020.
Who did? Trump did? Yeah. Yep. Even weirder. But I don't.
Really weird.
I don't have any explanation for this. But my point, though, is the Democrats are coming out going, shit, man. And like, and some of them are doing it unintentionally. They're saying, why didn't we have the turnout that we had in 2020? It's like and then they stop. They stop right there because they know what they're about to say.
Right.
It's like the votes were just printed in the air.
Like,
I'm not saying that happened, but somebody needs to explain this. And there probably is a rational explanation. Or
I'm onto their tricks.
There's not.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking the red is quite an anomaly. I'm thinking that red cheated too, but blue cheated more. And then there was so much scrutiny this year that the blue wasn't able to. They say, well, we had so many numbers, we made it impossible to cheat. What does that mean? Couldn't you just cheat more? You can always cheat more. And in 2020, there were several counties across the country that had more voters than existed in that county. Ooh. So that proved that there was shenanigans, at least in that county. They could have been honest mistakes, but when you have 10 people voting and you end up 6-6, you're like, wait, where'd those other 2 votes come from?
Yeah.
Something is wrong, right? You'd be like, wait, there's only 10 of us in this room. Who the fuck voted twice? We have to vote again. But how do you get retroactive? I mean, there's nothing they can do about it now, so it should just be dropped. I like the 2-factor authentication paper ballot so that we have some type of a protection all the time. Paper trail.
How dare they? How dare they do that? You can't do that.
Yeah, I don't want to get too political, though. This is not a political show, but this is definitely a shenanigan graph. Yeah, we're going to lose a lot of drops, a lot of content now with the election over.
It was funny watching that night because I tend to watch skewed. So I'll watch the liberal networks, and even they were kind of like early, kind of going, it looks like he's going to win. And when you see them do that, then you know he's got it in the bag. So it's kind of funny.
Right. They still didn't call.
Fucking Morning Joe, he was on at night, and he was quite disappointed. He almost shed a tear, I think. Joe Scarborough, I think is his name.
See, and I don't get it, man. As somebody who is completely neutral or independent or whatever the word is, I mean, I hate both parties pretty much equally. I don't understand what people are so worried about. Things do change a tiny bit, but it's the pendulum. I mean, we're just swerving down life as a country, and if we don't swerve back a little bit and pay some bills for all the shit we've been doling out, peaceful transfer of power. All this is good things. This is a good country. People shouldn't freak out, but they do. Half the people freak out, and then nothing changes. Nothing changes.
It was almost like somebody fucking wrote it. The way that this whole story has played out with Donald Trump and being in politics has been like, and you couldn't have written a better story. Yeah, and it ends up being a rocky story at the end. He fucking.
If you know about the Bilderberg
against all odds.
The owl in the woods and all that shit. Apparently,
that man is a son of a bitch.
Apparently, Trump back in the 90s, like after he was picked already to be the president way back then. If you look at the conspiracy, that thing that we talk about sometimes that I'm dressed.
I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice, tumbling down the rabbit hole,
down the rabbit hole, down the rabbit hole.
I suppose.
Well, this whole thing started, in my opinion, back in 1980. Ronald Reagan was a country western movie star, became president. That, first of all, that doesn't make any sense. The great orator was one of my favorite presidents of all time. However, you don't go from being Celebrity Apprentice host to President of the United States. It doesn't make sense. But
Stop saying that.
if someone came,
Too ignorant for you to say Celebrity Apprentice host. It's not.
Yeah,
not
see,
what
it was
he Such a
Celebrity
small
Apprentice was only
fraction
2 or
of who
3
he
episodes too. The Apprentice was more or less Celebrity Apprentice was just an offshoot. Not to nitpick.
if you pay any attention to global politics, there's a war going on for the last 2 years between Russia and the Ukraine. Ukraine's president played the president of Ukraine in a popular primetime
It's like
show.
saying LeBron
in
James is a
Ukraine.
movie star and Michael Jordan are movie stars and not basketball players.
That's a look back at when he ran in
Because they were in Space
1999. Did you guys? Is that a Mandela effect or?
Steph Curry is a movie
Even
star
he lies
because
about
he's
that. He
a-
says,
he's
"I'm the
a
only
Netflix-
person that
he's
when
a
I
Netflix
ran
actor.
in 2016." He said, "I'm the only person that ran for president and won my first time." But he actually ran on the Reform Party in '99.
Who?
Trump.
Who?
Trump ran for president in 1999 under the Reform Party.
I have a bumper sticker for Trump from 2012 when he didn't run, but I bought it anyway because I like the idea of him running.
Right.
It's on my toolbox.
The only reason I like why he's running is because one, I just said the only reason, and I'm going to give 2 reasons. One,
Yeah.
he's an outsider. I know he's not a business outsider, but he's a
Numbers are hard.
Washington D.C. outsider. And 2, the fact that the Washington insiders hate him so much, there's got to be something to that. Not because he's going to fuck shit up for us, but because he's going to fuck shit up for them, I think. And of
People
course,
actively try to kill him. They try to shoot him in the head.
That's a good thing?
No.
I'm surprised we didn't get a sound drop right there.
No. Well, yes.
Well, that wasn't the sound drop, though. It was actually gunfire.
Oh.
I don't fucking know.
2 Romans walk into a bar and one orders a martini. The bartender asks 1 or 2. He says, if I wanted 1, I'd have ordered 1. I don't get the... I should read these before I read them out loud. 2 Romans walk into a bar and one orders martini. The bartender asks 1 or 2. He says, if I wanted 1, I would have ordered 1. Does that make any sense? I don't get it. I wanted,
No.
Okay, anyway.
No.
No,
Someone will
well,
have to explain
no.
this. Explain it to me in the comments. If you're watching this live, tell me what the hell he just said. If I wanted 1, I would have ordered 1. Like, the implication there is that when he ordered a martini, that he was ordering 2. 2.
What's 1Q plus 1Q?
Thank you.
No, it's 2Q.
No,
what's 2Q plus 2Q?
4Q.
4Q.
Uh-huh.
4Q.
I like that one. That's the baseline level of material that we need.
Oh, Trump too. Are you guys a little bit worried about the mandate? Like, it happened before in my lifetime.
Would you come out a homophobe or what?
No, this is like a mandate.
The fact that Trump's going to have a full blown, in his favor government to do basically.
Oh, I love that.
I'm a checks and balances kind of person. So you if you love that, you better love everything they want to do because they'll just be able to rubber stamp it.
Gay for big dudes?
Like I like government stagnation. When they're not doing anything, things usually stay the same. They don't get worse.
Yeah, that's a conservative view. You're turning to my side.
Turning to your side?
Yeah.
So so there's conservatism, then there's Gary conservatism. Gary
He
Servitism.
thinks he's convinced you of something that you didn't believe previously.
Here, I hate to break it to you too. Everybody in the world is born the most wonderful, liberal. Everything is free, everything is fair, and then they eventually evolve to conservatism.
Correct.
Because you realize things aren't that simple, and you have to pay for your fucking meal, and you can't. There's no such thing. You know, you learn all those little fun little life lessons. So that's not breaking news.
No. Do you know who's got a lot of life lessons ahead of him? The Kid. Guess where the Kid is right now?
I don't know, but there's
a local WWE event, and he is there. Raw is the Monday show still called Raw is War, or War is Raw backwards, or something like that?
Oh, Kid.
The Kid is at a WWE local event.
Is he at least sitting close? If he's sitting close, great. If he's not sitting close, that's.
He's a small town kid. He can't afford the expensive seats.
If you can
You
yell,
get into the building and then you work on
scream.
getting closer to the ring. But that's the order in which you do things.
Another thing.
This is
when
a
you get older and you
televised
evolve,
event. It's tough.
You learn to appreciate all the seats in an arena.
Right.
No,
they're putting on a show for a live show for the people, but they're also putting on a television show.
But so he wasn't because he went to this event. He wasn't at work all week.
He wasn't at work today.
I got a rant.
Oh, please.
Why is there no fucking kid videos?
There are kid
It doesn't
videos.
start until 8.
Not on my fucking thing.
Tell me there are.
There's no
Don't
kid
tell his
videos.
boss.
Did you record them?
No, I did. We shot with 3 or 4 of them.
Did you put them on your phone or upload them?
Yeah, no. It kept telling me that I had no pathway. So
no
so
pathway.
we lost them all.
I have nothing. That's why I was like, I should have said something the first day. I was like, I guess the kid segment is done. Drawer was right, man. Fucking, you used him up and then just threw him away. And
That
so I
is
just thought, all right.
bull crap.
Well,
it always says I have no pathway, and you still get the video. So I ignored the thing saying there is no
Let me double
pathway.
check. Let me triple check.
There's 3 or 4 of them. There should be.
No.
There's nothing.
No. The last one is on November 4th.
No, we just did one a day ago.
No.
It was it was Saturday. We did 3 of them. No.
I wish I was doing a bit, but here, there's
At
the
the
videos.
venue. Yeah.
Here, so I click on here. These are local videos.
Yeah. No, it's not there. Doggone it.
What
So we
was
need to work on that again. Doggone it. That pisses me off. We had really good the kid footage. Why? Okay.
Sorry,
great.
it's on me. It's total, as the technical person, I feel.
Yeah, right.
100%
Yeah,
responsible.
it was a technical failure, but I recorded. It tells me right away there is no pathway. It says right on the screen, there's no pathway. And then it gives me a notification that says your video is stopped because there was no pathway.
I feel bad too.
Oh no. That's not funny.
It's kind of funny.
Dear Fladgy, I
Ask
met a guy over
Fladge.
the phone. I met a guy over the phone when he called my number by mistake. A brief conversation, not particularly late on my part.
I did that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Brief
I'll keep that
conversation,
story.
not particularly on my part. The call ended. 45 minutes later, he called me back saying he couldn't stop thinking about me. I thought
I did that too.
Goofball.
Dude, this is me. How she's calling it? Is it written in from a woman?
Over time, my phone.
It better
has
be
been
because it sounds
pinging.
weird coming from Drawer.
My phone has been pinging with messages from him. He has
Ping.
sent his life story, photos, and address.
Oh no, so that's not me.
I wonder what kind of photos did he send. He even gave me his social security number and told me to run a check on him to see. You don't need a social security number to run a check on someone, but all right.
It helps. It definitely helps.
Yeah, it helps to see for myself that he's legitimate. We have been talking for 8 months and are making plans to meet. He lives in another state, but he has a sister in mine. Should I meet him in his hometown or let him come to me? I don't believe this is a game-playing situation. I am 55 years young. He's 64. We converse on FaceTime daily, have phone sex. I show him my pussy sometimes. He whacks off and comes on the screen. And at night, we have Bible studies together via
So
the
many
internet. That
drops.
last one is actually
So
real.
many drops in that last sentence.
Yeah.
We converse on FaceTime daily, and at night we have Bible studies together via the internet. He makes me happy. What is your opinion, and what should I do? Signed, Swept Away in Georgia.
Best of both worlds. You've got it perfect. Don't need to do anything. No adjustments necessary. The Bible study's good. The phone sex is good. We're good. All set.
You just don't even meet?
No need. You got a virtual relationship.
I thought you were going
haven't-
to instantly just attack them for doing the Bible studies and say, no, what did I do?
No,
with
I
you?
love
Stop
a
the
Bible study. I want to lead a Bible study.
I want to lead a Bible study. Let's have a Bible study. Fladge Rants Bible study.
Yeah. And by the way, you guys have never met.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
So we were pranking we were pranking people when I was
I believe. I want to believe.
in my early teens. Oh no, wait, I was 16. And we called these giggly girls and shit, and then long story short, we ended up meeting them. It was great. Completely half of them were legal, half of them weren't. That's a story I'll save for another day. But
Do you think it's kind of creepy
when you're
that
16,
this woman, he just heard something in her voice. Oh, she just sounded so incredible. Or he just does that to everyone and just finally found someone to them dudes.
I didn't
that
even
are
think
just
of that.
hard
You
for
think
anything
he's a
anyone.
fisherman? He's putting his hook in all over with that weird
Yeah,
shit.
and finally got one.
Wow.
Finally got a sucker.
See, I believed it because
couldn't stop thinking about
the
it.
reason why I believed it because I compared that dude. We were like on our 5th prank. Is your refrigerator running? Just stupid shit while we were getting high and stuff.
And then you fell in love with her.
And these girls answered. And they're like, dude, they lived right by Stony Creek of all places. We're like, where? We'll come meet you.
Yeah,
We
but
had
you're a horny young boy. You're like looking for any.
Exactly. I heard something
female
special
boy.
in that voice. Is what I'm
He's
saying. It's
just
definitely something special. It was a
I
woman.
heard
It was a
something
girl.
special. It could have been any voice, any female voice. You would have found something special in it.
Man, that would have been a fun weekend if they were actually older.
Wait, what? How much older? 55?
Well, so first
60?
of all, I was 16.
The woman here is 55 years young. So what say you?
Wait, when I read her again, I thought the man was 60 and the woman was how old? Younger,
55, yeah.
significantly younger.
Yeah, correct. No, 55.
Well, that's not that much younger. I mean, it is if it's a 25-year-old and a 15-year-old, it's wrong. But a 65 and a 55 is fine.
How wrong is it?
Why is that? It's very wrong. Well, I guess not in Utah. Is it okay in Utah?
No.
Everything's okay in Utah.
There's some really young ages that there's some. I just remember in my lifetime when they were trying to get it overturned and raised the age of consent, that these old sick fuckers were really disappointed. And I think it was like 11 or 13 up to 16. What is
Jeez.
That sounds really
it's gotta
confusing.
be down south.
11 or 16 up to 13? What did you say? 11 or 13 up to 16?
Age of
What?
consent. 16 in 31 states, 17 in 7 states, and 18 in 12. Yeah. So, all right, age of consent, 19.
We're moving to Nevada. Who's with me?
Youngest. What? Nevada?
I don't know. I just made up.
So, when
Nevada.
I bought my house, Nevada was one of the greatest up-and-coming places. If we would have moved there,
Yeah.
we'd have got fucked because they've had a huge crashing down. I guess they're coming back a little bit now, but it's not like anything like what they said.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people
yeah,
that
because
can.
there's no water there.
A lot of yeah, it's a desert. It's always going to be a desert. Well, a lot of teleworkers now, though, since COVID, you can work from anywhere. A lot of
right
industry, you can work from anywhere. A lot of people decided to pick Vegas.
Oh, yeah,
to
that's not a
remotely
bad
work.
idea.
So I do have there's a little bit of it. I don't know if it's breaking news, but there is some breaking news ish. And that breaking news is a.
It's just in.
Breaking news is a.
Oh no! Wait, no, don't. We gotta wait till we.
Jr. recently said, "Oh, I don't like this. That if the Nuggets don't win, don't try to get me on that. They might have to break up the team. Lou, are you buying that this is the last?
I will never say
Nuggets.
I'm buying.
Nuggets.
I'm buying. You're gonna be in trouble today.
That's not fair. It's not even a thing.
All right, folks, listen up before we dive headfirst into this circus of crudeness and uncensored banter. Here's our no-nonsense disclaimer, served with a side of Fladge humor. Look, we're here for a good time, not a politically correct time, all right? In this crazy world where snowflakes melt and everyone's a critic, we're just trying to spread some joy without stepping on too many toes.
Okay, wait, one more riddle before we leave YouTube and we go to YouTube. That's, I mean, what did I say?
Jr.
I just
recently said, "Oh, I don't like this. That if the Nuggets
don't make me click it again."
Jeez.
The Nuggets.
What's the riddle?
Before we go to Rumble, is there anything? There's nothing else we need left on YouTube. YouTube sucks.
No, one more.
Still wanting to say stuff.
Just one riddle.
30 cows in a field and 28 chickens. Who didn't?
Chicken attack.
30 cows in a field and 28 chickens. Who didn't?
Two of them.
The answer is 10. Instead of
That sounds kinda
28.
sketchy.
Oh, 28. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. 10. Yeah. Darn it.
Porter Jr. recently said, "Oh."
Disclaimer, the unfiltered and crude proclamation of jabber speech. Gibber. Folks, listen up. Before we dive gibber into this circus of crudeness and uncensored banter, here's our no-nonsense disclaimer, served with a side of Fladge humor. Gibber, look, we're here for a good time, not a gibber-correct time, all right? In this crazy world, where snowflakes, applesauce, and jabber are critic, we're just trying to spread some joy without stepping on too many toes. So, here Jabber, Article I, let's get Jabber, the sole gibber of our discourse, be it from guests, hosts, or any random loudmouth, is to tickle your funny bone, tease your gray matter, and illuminate the path to a mirthful existence. Any semblance of seriousness is gibber accidental. Article 2, jabber everyone equally. We're equal gibber offenders, alright? We don't give a hoot about your gibber, race, religion, or whether you prefer cats or dogs. We're here to roast everyone from politicians to gibber to our own sorry selves. No gibber safe, not even grandma's apple pie. Article 3, screw political jabber. Listen, we ain't here to hold your hand or jabber anything. So if our jabber offend you, tough luck. We're not responsible for any ruffled feathers or gibber feelings. But hey, if you can take the heat, we promise we'll dish out some belly laughs and maybe a couple of gibber. Article I gibber, fake news alert. The tales, rumors, and downright lies you hear here are as gibber as a $3 bill. Any resemblance to real-life events or people, whether alive or pushing up daisies, is purely gibber and probably a result of us hitting the bottle too hard. We're pretty sure the earth is round, but jabber, who cares? Article D, jabber, cause why not? Parody and gibber are our bread and butter, folks. Any likeness to actual people or characters is just us having a laugh, not a reason for a jabber. We might not be the smartest gibber in the jar, but we sure know how to stir up some trouble. So, in closing, if you've made it this far without getting your undies in a gibber, then congrats, you're our kind of people. We're just here to crack a few tasteless jokes, spread some jabber joy, and remind everyone that life's too short to be serious all the frickin' time. So buckle up, Buttercup, and get ready for a wild ride through the absurd gibber of our humor while Fladge Rants live.
Are there any kids involved?